Toniko Mitakuyo Yase, welcome to Common Phrases 2 of the Lakota Language. Now, the first thing I've got to say is I've been really kind of digging through my dictionary and also sourced kind of two other websites to find some more common phrases that I could use. I'm going to give you the names of the websites down below, like in the information underneath the video here. But I'm just going to tell you, the first one was omniglot.com, and it's not incredibly useful, but the one thing I have been noticing with it is some kind of similarities that I've seen a lot with kind of an overuse of the letter H and an overuse of nasal vowels. That makes me think that maybe that's the Assiniboine language that is being confused slightly with Lakota. And just so you know, Assiniboine is divergent from the Lakota. They came out of the Lakota fairly recently in their history, but their language managed to divert enough in that short amount of time of distance from one another that it's technically considered a separate language altogether. But it is similar enough that I was able to figure out which one, to figure it out from the Lakota dictionary. However, I believe some of these might be Assiniboine. Some of the ones that I found on there might be specific to the Assiniboine, to the Hohe people. And I really only used the ones that I could actually make sense of linguistically with the dictionary after I'd translated them correctly. The other website, though, is octalakota.stjo.org. That one was a lot more helpful, but they don't actually spell the phrases out so much as they just give a rough approximation of the pronunciation and then what that means. And sometimes it doesn't take into account ways that you can kind of manipulate certain parts of the phrase in different ways in the language, and some of them I really could not figure out what the actual words were, as hard as I tried. But I did get some useful stuff out of both of those, and a lot of these came from those two websites. So if you want to check them out, if you haven't already, they exist. As I said, you can easily find them Googling them, and I'll put the resources down below. So the second thing I want to cover is that it appears on the surface that I may have made a couple of mistakes earlier on. And I'm going to try with some of the other videos that I've done, just very, very minor things, and I don't think there's problems with all of them. I think the vast majority of them are in good stead, but I'm just kind of warning you to kind of, again, I'm just a beginner, and you really need to source the things that I tell you with other people who know the language and other language teachers on YouTube, on the internet, to try and piece this together, because the only reason that I am doing this at all with such a weak understanding of the language and a weak understanding of other native languages that I'm going to be working on as well later on is because they are dying, and this is so important, culturally, for this continent. So there is that. So let's just go ahead and get into some of these. Now, I cannot believe that I completely forgot to put these back on the Common Phrases 1 video, but this is basically what we have. You have yes, ha is the male, tosh is the feminine, no is hia, and of course the more emphatic forms of both of them, yes is how, no is hoshni. Now the second one I'm putting up is my YouTube name, Tukolskie. This kind of turned into a little bit of a stupid joke with me. My real last name is Tucholsky, and I was flipping through the dictionary and found this word in the Lakota language that bared like a remarkable resemblance to my name, so it caught my attention. And Tukolskie means I give up, which is something I don't want to be hearing anyone saying on that Dakota pipeline project thing. On the protest side anyway. But yeah, so that turned into a pretty funny thing for me. Oh great, my Native American name is Christian, I give up. But yeah, there's that. Here's a good one, Twehecha Shkeka, which essentially it expresses doubt. It's like, you cannot. You have Slowayeshni, which is I don't know. Essentially, Slowaye meaning I can give you my knowledge, and Shni meaning not. So I don't know. I cannot give you my knowledge because it doesn't exist. Now you have this one, which came from one of the big ones that I'm gonna commend the Akta Lakota site for showing me. Atanikili, which is you're awesome. Essentially, ata is coming from the word ata, which is showing a respect for someone, and kili is an expression of amazement. Being joined by the word ni, which means you, so that's kind of how that works out. But yeah, there's a good one that you can use. You have look out, aha, tok to kesh, no matter what, and wait a minute, tohiyaka yo, which remember the feminine of yo is po, and if you're including yourself in the group who has to wait a minute, then it's yet and p. Just kind of remember those modifications in the question words especially. The next several that I have are a little bit more complicated, but I'll go ahead and give you those. Now this is what did you do? Takuskoe channel he? Now he is something that I completely forgot. Well, I didn't forget. I didn't know it existed when I did my original version of the questions and interrogatives video. But he is the polite version of huo or hue. Huo or hue is more of a command form. It's what like a superior says to a subordinate. He is what you say to a peer or to a superior, but it means the same thing as huo or hue. And then the answer to what did you do? I messed up. Achak lekleyakel wakakelo. And then of course we have how are you, which would be tokeshke yaun huo hue or he. Remember, huo, masculine command, hue, feminine command, he, polite. But yeah, just don't get that the way I spelled that yaon confused with the naturalized spelling of the language. That's like supposed to be a nasal U at the end. Where are you from? Tuktetaha, huo, hue, or he? Okay, pleased to meet you, Wiyushkiya Wachiyakelo, which kind of breaks down into literally meaning, I hope you rejoice in being here as much as you know, as much as it pleases me for you being here, I hope you feel the same. Now this phrase means good luck, Toki Wanapikani. Now if you take the ni off, this is just a expression that oh my god, you are so lucky, but adding the ni on there expresses a wish. So essentially you're telling someone, I hope I get the chance to tell you that you're lucky later. So that's how it gets translated as good luck. Okay, so that was common phrases 2. I suppose next I'm going to try and do adverbs. So tune in next time. Maybe Oglala Nakota Hohe.